Fantastic news from the SIDUS Metaverse. They've just had an AMA session and shared some mind-blowing updates. So here I am, rushing to explain every single one of them in detail. So stay with me until the very end and you'll learn the new incredible roadmap for the entire SIDUS Metaverse. What should we expect from Hedonism Center? And also details on the upcoming Xenna tournaments. And yeah, almost forgot how you can increase your chances of getting armor from loot boxes and much more. So get yourself ready because we have a lot of things to discuss here. So, on March 2nd, the SIDUS Heroes team held an AMA session with Dan Kamenko and Roman Pavlotsky. Both CEOs shared some exclusive details on the SIDUS Metaverse development, as well as answered viewers' questions. Well, frankly, I was pretty impressed with the info they've unveiled, as it may change the entire ecosystem drastically. But now, let's go with the flow. So, they decided to drop the banger instantly. A complete roadmap for 2023 was presented, and my jaw literally hit the floor. So for me, this is positive news because the development of new game projects is extremely costly and requires some specialists and resources. But okay, let's explore the team's plan, starting with Nidum Station. Okay, the latest major update to Arena Battler was the addition of armor. Finally. Although I still haven't managed to get a single set. Oh, and by the way, we plan to make a detailed guide with the best sets and builds for them, so if you're interested, I'm waiting for your comments below. And by the way, did you manage to get at least one armor? So leave your thoughts below. In addition to armor in Q1 2023, the launches of two arcs were planned, Zena and TembAzar, as well as the bank. So we'll see. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Q2 will be accompanied by a whole lot of important updates. So we will finally be able to upgrade our heroes, or at least start collecting resources for such module. There will be a new game mode, Alpha Core 2.0. And yeah, the Toad Wings are finally hatching. Next, we will be able to enter the game using our Google accounts, which is super great. We will also be able to use resources in refinery and hydroponic farms. So Q3 will be perhaps the most important in terms of the metaverse development. Well, because we get a mobile version of the Arena Battler, as well as the Shipyard launch, which, as you know, will make travels between planets possible. Another important update, well, more of a business nature, will be the launch of the Dodge auction and the sale of apartments at Nidum. Overall, I think the plans are aspiring. Well, yeah, I know some of the updates were expected a bit earlier, but come on guys, it's hard to attract new users during this strong crypto winter. Although there are not so many plan updates for Zena, well, unlike those for Battler, but these are super important. We have already witnessed the addition of new robots, Goth and Ares. And by the way, let me know in the comments if you need a detailed review of any of them. So in Q1, we are waiting for a few more updates, skins for robots, and a new game mode. But the real game-changing updates will happen in Q2. A global launch in the App Store and Google Play, as well as the launch of the marketplace and the store. The icing of the cake will be the Dodge auction of Xenna NFT heroes, and we will finally be able to enjoy the privileged features. Let's start with the fact that the open alpha version will be available already in Q1 2023. Over the next month, it will be systematically finalized, including game mechanics, balance, economy, and more. So already in Q4, we will be able to enjoy the finished version of TembAzar. So it is extremely cool. Okay, so summarizing this section, I'd say that around 2024 or so, we will have a full-fledged metaverse, which we were originally promised. Transport communications will be ready, economic services on each of the planets and mechanics that allow them to be connected into a single economic system. Well, hope everything goes smoothly. But if you think that this is all that Dan and Roman shared, well, you are greatly mistaken. Okay, Dan shared some insights about the shooter's progress. So, they've managed to achieve 120 FPS on a fairly basic laptop with, come on, integrated graphics card. And the game itself starts around 10 seconds. Like, what? And yeah, I want to remind you that we are actually talking about the browser game. Well, twice as amazing. Shortly after that, the team shared demo footage of the shooter on social networks, and it looks really promising. In Zena, daily tournaments awaits us with a variety of rewards, from shards to harvesters. We will also be able to buy G-Ore with SIDUS, and besides, skins for robots will appear very soon. But most of the details were told by Roman about the Nidum Arena Battler Remaster. Classes and skin branches, new synergies and interactions will appear in the game, and the battlefield will be also increased. The accrual of energy will also undergo changes, as well as the available skills. Well, I'm looking forward to it because as the foundation of the metaverse, Nidum Arena Battler should develop and also be attractive to the majority of users. The latest news regarding Arena Battler was Hedonism Center. At the beginning of each month, a tournament with paid entry and cool prizes is launched. So the winner will receive a large percentage of the total pool and a rare resource called Centillium, worth 1 million investment points. And in parallel, they will launch the Hedonist rating, which is similar to the deposit rating, but it lasts a month for both tokens. The richest will receive 10% of the prize pool, Hazium, and new resource worth 1 million investment points, and also a golden interface. And what is also sweet, an awesome additional prize pool of $50,000. Okay, as you may already know, SIDUS token was listed on Kucoin, which is actually one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world. And now, they're even preparing to launch staking for SIDUS. And so, if you are a Kucoin user, you'll be able to get more SIDUS tokens passively. Another pleasant bonus is the return of seeds and diamonds to the marketplace. Well, finally, we can trade them. So every SIDUS AMA is accompanied by rewards, and this one is no exception. You can get Metaverse Medal absolutely for free. It grants you plus 1% to team bonus and 0.05% chance for X2 opening any loot box. Well, diamond key mechanics. Right, but how to get the Metaverse Medal? Well, find 3 secret words and take part in Gleam. Okay, so let's proceed with Q&A part. So Roman took word first. He apologized for delaying updates, bugs, and other inconveniences, and said that from now on, the team will focus precisely on the quality instead of rushing up to deadlines. Well, I think it is important that the general game producer actually admits mistakes that were made and promise to change the workflow to avoid them in the future. And now let's proceed to the main question. Okay, is it possible to have 2 banker roles? The answer is it is impossible. It is an anti-whales mechanism, and there will be hundreds of different separate roles inside the metaverse, but one user can only have 1 role and 1 license as proof of his role. So there will be only 50 banker licenses drawn every year, 1 per user. Next, can you merge 2 roles, like a boss of the organization and a banker? Well, the answer is pretty short, like no, it is impossible to. Well, to me it feels like an anti-whale protection. but whale can simply have like several addresses and still do whale things. Okay, the next one, will the withdrawal be available only via the Nidum bank? Or each planet will have its own bank and replicants. Bank license owners will have a unique opportunity to buy hard currency inside the game and transfer it between all the planets. Replicants will be created from all heroes. Can a space shuttle only be built from the toolbox, or you can find the materials like elsewhere? From now, shuttlers can only be created with toolboxes that already contain all required resources. There will be a special navigator's license required to provide like transportation services. And then once the existing owners will get X300 ROI from their shuttlers, new toolboxes or parts for shuttles will be available for purchase. Okay, well boys, let's wait another eternity before getting our hands on these shuttles. The organizations or scholarships will be luring new users who want to play, resulting in many heroes in line for months. So he says the more users we have, the better it will be. And their goal is to have millions of them by 2026. The content quality matters a lot, and the problem is, well, not to have users rather than have too many of them. And now the metaverse has this content and can attract new players. As you can see, the metaverse really improved since early 2022, but still has some optimization bugs to fix. Okay, what was the initial idea of claiming royalties daily? So he says, I'm sorry for that, it was my idea and it was bad, and this feature was removed. Well, thank God it ended well, right? Are you satisfied with the effect of bloggers' reviews so far? Well, the answer is no, we don't have millions of users so far, so I cannot be satisfied. But we continue our selections and found some really good influencers like Mando CT. Still, many bloggers aren't going deep inside the project and sometimes scam their audience. And well, yeah, I saw those influencers and still wonder where they took that info from. Okay, does it require to have authorized capital to create an organization, or is just enough to have a license? Okay, Roman says a license is enough. You may notice we give away licenses for staking without taking more, so it is a part of our concept. What about new studios and games? Okay, he says we plan 3 games next year, but first we need to finish Xenna and TembAzar and reach the indicated APY for studios. Then we can consider new studios and game concepts. The next question is SIDUS Heroes still partnered with CSGO World Champion Zeus? Well, he says not anymore. It seems like they don't understand the value of this relationship, so they parted ways with Zeus and other cybersport athletes. Well, gone almost unnoticed. The next question, how is fundraising going for SIDUS Gates? He says we are collecting metrics for Zena, and only after that we can continue the fundraising process. So it seems once they get all the metrics, and so far they are twice as better as of competitors, they will demonstrate results to investors and continue raising money. There are a lot of unknown resources in SIDUS Gates module. When will they be disclosed? Okay, it will be pretty soon, and these resources will be the reward from Xenna, TembAzar, and hedonism tournaments. When will the in-game rewards be back? He says we're building a special department to solve such questions. It is more about analytics and in-game balance. So it takes some time, but we are working on the solution. Well, I hope so, because many bad things already happened, and if the metaverse is about to scale, there will be more and more controversial decisions like that. How is it possible that during the Workbench Parts event, I played 230 matches without a single part, and the next 300 matches without a single part? Is it just a randomizer or certain limitations? Okay, so he says it's just a randomizer and they're working on it because now some users are unhappy with that. So it must be fairer in the future. Well, this is my personal pain, so this randomizer certainly sucks. Hope they will fix that. Does the bank open when the counter is finished, or we will have to wait for more? First, access will be guaranteed by license owners, and after that, they'll be able to provide services to other users. At the start, users will be able to withdraw small amounts of tokens, but with progress, amounts will increase. Okay, the next question is, having a team of 3 heroes on Nidum is much better than only having one. Will having a team of 3 heroes on Xenna makes more sense? Well, sure, the ecosystem will reward all users who have a bigger collection. Well, it's doubtful, but I'll bet you'll get 1 extra potato per day. How will royalties of SIDUS gates work? And how it's different from ARCs? SIDUS gates deliver profits from all transactions in tokens inside all games. And ARCs will only provide royalties for a specific game. For now, only tokens. And by the way, did you know that they've lifted collection rarity requirements? Well, I think investing in SIDUS gates is a good opportunity. Well, your thoughts next. Okay, well guys, that's pretty much it. This AMA brought some astonishing updates, and it is important to build trust between the team and users. So we will continue to watch the development of SIDUS Metaverse closely, as now we have a detailed roadmap to follow. So like always, stay tuned for future updates and see you soon.